Hi everyone, welcome to Zunni United, the first part of a series where I'm going to play Football Manager with my own Danish journey. In this episode it will be the first one where I introduce my players, and in the next episode following that I'll actually start playing the game, but I will make a little introduction to what I've chosen, to specific players that I have chosen. We start with my first player. It is Oliver Ottesen. He has 3 stars, have potential to evolve. He's a pretty decent kind of goalkeeper, and he has potential. Actually, current level is good enough to Skybake League 2, so he's very good for this specific league we're in right now. In real life, Oliver Ottesen haven't had any matches for FC Midtjylland, not this season either, so far I can see on their own homepage. But he definitely has the potential. Second player is on right back. Our first choice right back is called Mads Roerslev. He's at the moment at my club now, but in real life he's playing at FC København. He was on loan on Halmstad BK last year in Allsvenskan, and he is currently I think second or third choice on right back for FC Copenhagen. I've had 2 or 3, maybe all the way up to 5 matches for them, and he's doing pretty good. He actually scored for them in not the league, but yeah, the other thing. Then we have Nikolaj Lyngø, who is a central back from Aalborg. He came to Aalborg from another club, I think it was Vejle, I'm not 100% sure. Also have a lot of good potential like Mads Roerslev. He still haven't played, so far I can see, from Aalborg, but he's definitely a person with good potential. I hope can stay a long time in our club. He has the ability to jump very high, which can make him a mag factor in the head game. He fits good in with the troops, the squad's kernegruppe, which is like the main function in the group. Good in air, also Skybake League 2 kind of player. I wait with Martin Albrechtsen because he was not in my first 11 choices for the team, but he is a starter when I'm going to start the season off. Then we have Andreas Poulsen, who is maybe one of the best players. He's a good back with the right attributes, especially for this kind of level. He's fast, he has good balance, he can hold up for a good time, he's a good team player, he can run without the ball, he can pass the ball into my big striker that I come to later, and he's attacking as well. It's important for me as a back. And as you can see my formation here, I have 3 center mids, 2 wings, a striker, and 4 backs. Both Mads Roerslev and Andreas Poulsen is attacking backs, defensive backs, attacking backs. There it is. So I hope they can provide many assists to Markus Mølvalgaard. He currently is playing for FC Midtjylland, and I think he has played 4 or 5 matches for FC Midtjylland so far, even though he's very young. And he has been rumored to be transferred to Mönchengladbach for 15 million Danish kroners. I think that's something like 2 million euros or 2 million pounds. I'm not 100% sure. Yes. Then we have our 5th player here, called Magnus Christensen, who has a very great kind of development, 4 stars, maybe even potential to 5, with a little back here. He have played for Aalborg, and last season he played many matches for Aalborg in the best Danish league, so he has good experience, even though he's only 19 years old, on a big kind of level. So I think already after this season is over, he maybe be good enough for Skybake League if I manage to get up. I'm gonna skip over Jack Payne because he was not in my first 11 either. Then we have Benjamin Witt, who is also like Magnus Christensen, have a good chance of having good potential. His current level is very good, and just look at the stats for a 17-year-old in this league. It's crazy good stats. He have played for AGF. He also played a little this season, not sure how many matches, but I see very good potential in this guy. Then we have our right winger, Kasper Lunding. He plays at the moment also for AGF. I don't think he have had his debut yet. I might be wrong. He also have some quite acceptable skill for right midfielder. He is though fitting for this league. But I have the feeling like I could use him as well once we get to in Power League 2, if that's far, get all the way up there. Then we have Magnus Kastrup, 16-year-old, and guess where he's playing? AGF, once again. They apparently make very, very good players. He's young. He was actually on my youth team. I have to move him up here because he's only 16 years old. A very good potential. Current level is acceptable, and he's also very much. His level is specific to this league. Very good player. He's accounted to be a technical kind of player. This is English. This is Danish for you guys. But as I said in my first video, that I'll try to do a Danish journey through the English league. So my commentary be in English, but the things out here will be in Danish. So it will be a little different for you guys as well. So you can have a different kind of experience compared to what you see all over YouTube. Then the one guy that have to score my goals, Markus Møllvadegaard. Only 17 years old, worth 2.5 Danish million kroners. 3.5 star, potential for 4 with plus and black star. It depends on how good he plays and train facilities and whatnot. He's a target man support. His heading is 11. First touch 15. He can jump. The amount of force behind his jump 15. Strength 14. He can decide on 14 as well. He's a beast in air as a target man, all the way down in this division only. Is crazy. He's very much for in Power League 2, so I believe he can score many goals for him. He also can finish on 11, but my thought is that he's gonna get many assists from the right and left back, and maybe a few passes in here and there from my right and left mid. Maybe a short pass through the center mids. The last two ones I have is Mikkel Base, who's probably gonna be my main person to keep switching in and out of the center midfields. He's only 20 years old. He is 3.5. Probably potential for being a little better. He currently plays at FC Helsingør up in the Super League, and he is pretty good. He have played decent in the first division FC Helsingør. They moved up to 17-18 season, and before that he played at Lyngby, who is my club. So I very much enjoy having him on my team. But I wait to explain why he's not my first choice right now. Lastly, of my first 11 choices was Joel Gabongo. Hope I pronounced that correctly. He have been playing in Brøndby and been borrowed out to Fremad Amager, and he didn't apparently play at all. And he got back to Brøndby, and he is not among the best choices in Lyngby, and he's far away from getting first league. So I think it was a good idea to take him over here. His stats is not amazing, but his potential is though quite amazing. And I believe he can actually be a very decent player. I shouldn't say it's not good. Heading 10, marking 10, tackle 10, plays 10. Don't say that. Strength 10, and the amount of jump power between his jumps 13. So he's very decent for this level, and I have like the feeling he's going to go in and replace Martin Albrechtsen at some point. Now, the reason why these two doesn't start in is because I have Jack Payne, and Martin Albrechtsen in. Let's take Martin Albrechtsen first. He's like definitely the oldest guy on the team. He's 37 years old. Even though he's 37 years old, he's 3.5 to 4 stars. Don't see it here. Here, 4 stars. He's having great skills, and he also have a legacy behind him where he's been. He have been in all the big clubs. He's been in AB in the start when they were supreme player, a very good club in the Superliga. Then he played at FC København, got sold for many money. Only played there for another 2 or 3 years. Then got sold for West Brom for 27 Danish million kroners. Played in the Premier League. He fell down with West Brom and played there. He played with Derby. He got back to the Danish Super League playing for FC Midtjylland before he moved to Brøndby and played there for a long time. And then he started to get injured. I think it was back in 2014, and he kept having like the same injury coming a little back and back. So he moved to Horsens for free, but he was still injured, so he moved further to Avarta, where his little brother Jakob Albrechtsen is playing. But I thought like it could be fun to have him on my team, maybe as my captain, not sure. Uh, he was among those players where I thought like I need to have like players I know on my team. I'm not 100% sure if they would fit in my team, but it was like a random guess and hope that he would fit in. So I took him. Jack Payne, the reason why he's here is because I want to have that one player in case that any people that's like fans of this club that I replaced my current club with. And I thought like people can like feel like, oh, Jack Payne, if like he scores or make an assist or do something great, then people can be like, oh, you don't need Danish players. And I'll be like, yeah, yes I do, but I also need Jack Payne. Then I have Nikolaj Bjerregaard, who is the person that I've been studying with at Service Management over here in Denmark. Thought it could be fun to have him as my second goalkeeper. He is, in this game, rather decent. And he is apparently a good enough player for this league. He have actually played for the Danish U21, I'm pretty sure it was. That was his first choice for an over period. Then I've chosen Jonas Trost, who also have had like quite a journey around. Been in Silkeborg, Hanover in Germany, OB in Denmark. Also been over to Turkey as well, back to OB again, Zunni, then fallen down to AB where they didn't do so well, and then I think like I can rescue his career for a season or two. He's only 32 years old, so he still have a chance for like getting one or two good years in this club here. As my second choice on the left back is Jimmy Johansen. He has always been like my second favorite choice on the left back. He also have a little history, been in the Netherlands. He has been in the Super League, not playing very well. He's been in the Danish first division and the top division. He's been like here and there, and I think like he could be a good player. Then we have the little brother of Martin Albrechtsen, aka Jakob Albrechtsen. I bought him many times in Football Manager when I play all over Danish teams, so I know how good he is. He has he actually have very good stats. Once again, not this one so good, but otherwise very good stats. And I believe that he can be like a player who comes in very often and actually plays very good, maybe beside his brother, like they will do if they both played at Avarta. Then we have Henrik Butker, my second oldest player at the team. He has a long experience of playing in the Danish Super League and playing in first division, and I believe he can bring some class to my team. So people know like, alright, if anything's bad, then they can learn something from him and he can learn off. And possibly, when he gets 1 year older, he maybe can be a trainer in my club. I hope so. Then I'm saying this pretty much just for the FC Copenhagen fans. Saban Østogan. If you guys know Thomas Delaney, then him and Østogan was pretty much at the lower levels in FC Copenhagen, like the same, like both of them were central midfielder, both have good potential all the way back then. Yeah, some people might disagree with me here, because Delaney is like a beast now, the best central midfielder in Denmark. Some people would say Daniel Vaz, I myself say it's Delaney, some would say Pierre Emil Højbjerg, I still say Delaney. He have had like a not as lucky career. He has been in FC Copenhagen, only playing apparently 6 games. Gone down to Avarta, then Svedbølle, then Holbæk, and then back to Avarta, but he plays decently. He plays pretty much every match possible and haven't had big injuries, but he doesn't score that many goals. His best season was in Avarta when he scored every second game he was in. So I thought it could be fun to have him in my team. He probably won't play much. It depends on if Henrik Butker and Simon Akel like starts to fall because of their age. Then he could be option number 5, and then you come in every now and then. He's a good player for this league, so he's a fine deal. Then we have Simon Nagel that I bought because he can play on many different kind of positions. I don't have any proper one for left mid, as you can see here. He's the only one who can fit there in case that Magnus Kæstrup gets injured, so I needed him very much. He can play as I said everywhere. He has also had a good journey in the Danish leagues, so I think he was a good choice. Last is a personal favorite, Christian Offenberg, who have been in the smaller Danish divisions, not have like that much experience. He is also 29 years old. He's only 2 stars. He is an acceptable player in this league. But the reason why I bought him is because in pretty much every football manager game I've had him, he have just he scored so many goals. I don't know why. He's never been like extremely good. There was one time where I played in 2014 Navata, where I actually got them up to what's it called? I got them up to Superliga with Christian Offenberg being like the top scorer all the way to first division. When I got up to Superliga, I replaced him with someone else. He got second choice and then he got injured and then had to replace him the following season. But he just scores so many goals, so that's the reason why I bought him. That was the story behind every player in my team. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be looking very much forward to playing this game and hope that you guys will enjoy watching me play this game. And let's hope we can get very far with this Danish team. Woo! Danish journey! See you, everyone.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.